Hey, I don't know if I'm going to post this or not because I might do another one at my son's soccer practice. But I also got some phone calls I need to make to people, and I might do that at his soccer practice. Anywho, I'm leaving work, and the phone is kind of moving around. Not that I'm using my phone while I'm driving. Never would I do that. Oh, yeah, so it looks pretty good. Yeah, so pretty cool. Anyway, I'm heading home. This is 47 seconds into this video. So far, so good, wouldn't you say? I was thinking today about some potentially dangerous, had good potential of being dangerous bumper stickers that I would make and put on my friend's car during college. And that might have happened some in high school too. And we'll call him Albert. That's not his real name, but we'll call him Albert. And started off with, when I first moved to Michigan in 1986. I was in the 4th grade. I remember the first things I would see on the news about on the local news and everything. Hold on a second. My old car, the windows will go down, but they won't necessarily go back up. A circle, poopy, 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 poop. Gotta swipe and then go through the thing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta swipe your card to get out of the place. That's weird. But anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, bumper stickers. So, the first things I remember seeing on the news when I first moved to Michigan, I was in 4th grade. I went to 3 schools in the 4th grade. 3 different states, actually. Florida, Mississippi, and Michigan. The first things I would see on the news would be about riots and vandalism done by the UAW and those working with like sympathetic unions that were working with the UAW. A lot of I remember hearing about in Ford parking lots they were saying they were making, for UAW meetings, you were not allowed to bring a non-Ford or a non-American car to the parking lot. And I just remember back in 1986 seeing on the news how Japanese cars were being burnt and lynched and whatnot back in those days. So, the 80s weren't good for American car companies, but especially when it comes to Japanese cars. But anyway, they were burning them. And not just the ones in the parking lots, but people were being, threatened or attacked if they had, foreign cars, particularly Japanese cars. But it was still a thing, but it wasn't, there wasn't anything, like that going on as far as I can remember when I was in high school and college. But I remember making a bumper sticker and putting it on Albert's car. And this was when he was in college. And he would drive about half an hour to get out to where he was going to school at the time. And I just put a I Heart Foreign Cars bumper sticker on his car, which, doesn't seem that bad, but back then and there, it could be bad. One time we made a bumper sticker because out there people live pretty conservative. They have one whopper of a work ethic out there in the Detroit area of Michigan. They have a whopper of a work ethic. They live conservatively. They're generally pro-gun. It's a weird voting niche, but this is when I was there. I don't know what it is now, but I'm sure it's very similar. But they voted with a blind allegiance to what the UAW would tell them to do, or what their union leaders would tell them to do, because they would associate voting for anything other than a Democrat with, or that Republicans were trying to take your jobs and all that type of stuff. Anyway, so I'd make the I heart foreign cars, or I love Japanese cars, and I'd get the spray mount, which is the Super 88, I think it was, by 3M. That stuff's real sticky, like. So, I'd laminate it and put it on his car, so that he would drive half an hour with people that, I mean, they're aggressive on the road, especially. Anyway, I also put, and the reason why I was talking about the demographics and voting niches, or voting gaps, is one time I made a bumper sticker that said, "I'm a stupid Democrat." And we put that on his car. Man, there was, I don't know if we made this one. I think another friend of mine, we'll call him the Aristocrat. He had mentioned a good bumper sticker, says, I'll buy American cars when the UAW stops voting for socialists or communists. I don't know. It was way eloquenter than what I just said. But anyway, I don't know if we actually made that one or not. Stay in your lane, homie. But anyway, I did I'm the stupid Democrat one. Put that on his car. You know how the no fear stickers, I made a no fear sticker and I cut it out with the stencil burner. And instead of no fear, I put no balls on his car. And but he actually liked that one and he kept it on. But Albert. And then, but one time this was probably the best one, because it was so real. But somewhere in my house, my parents there was a mouse available, a dead mouse that was caught in a trap. It was expired, so the harm was already done. And I went and took this dead mouse and made a bumper sticker that said, I space hate mice. The space was conveniently big enough to glue a dead mouse in the spot, and we underlined the word hate with its tail. I was using gloves or a plastic bag or something, so I didn't have to touch the mouse, which was already dead. And then, anyway, we took that I hate mice. I've got a video of this somewhere. And we went to where he worked and spray 88, like put that bumper sticker, laminated it, did the whole deal, put it and went and stuck it to his car while he was at work. So it was in a Circuit City parking lot. And when Albert came out, it was there for his full shift. So when he came out, he said there's an apartment complex on the other side of a fence, like not a fence, but like a big wall. And there's an apartment complex on the other side, and he says he just peeled it off and went and booted it over into the apartment complex. So, oh yeah, I've got other mouse stories that I can tell. I made a mouse trap one time, and I went and let them loose at it was called Henry VIII. It was a topless bar that was right in front of a neighborhood in Southgate, and it had the distinguished title of Henry VIII. So I made this mouse trap where they would walk up and go into a cup that had some peanut butter and cheese in it. So they'd walk up this stick ramp, and then once the weight of them going in to get the cheese would the cup was on a hinge, and it would drop them down into a garbage can, so they were alive. And I woke up the next morning, I can't remember where I put the thing, and I caught 3 baby mice. And so I went and took them down to Henry VIII and dropped them off in the parking lot. So, there's a hole in the wall, so a topless bar. Well, you can have lunch there too, but I don't know. I do know a guy that delivered pizza there once. We'll call him Mr. Townsend. But anyway, I'm quite a storyteller. So I've got stories about bumper stickers and mice. There was something else I was going to talk about too, but I'll talk about that some other day. I only have a few more days. 5 more days? Yeah, because today's the 30th, and this is for the 30th. Good job, me. All right. Maybe I should sing a song for you, or do a quote. What should it be? Like and subscribe. Put down in the comments below what I should do next. Hey, I think I've done more than one video in the car, but I noticed that the first one that I did in the car, when it was dark and I was driving around, you could barely see me. It got, in a day or two, it got 137 views, which for me, if I see that 2 people have seen it, I know who one of them is. I don't know. Because my name isn't even associated as of yet with Richard's address. But my first and last name isn't associated with it. I just realized that not long ago. But anyway, I guess there was a keyword or something I said in there that got people to watch it. 130 something people to watch it. These aren't big numbers, I realize. But anyway, you know what I think will really bring in the numbers, which obviously is what I'm shooting for, is gluing dead mice to people's cars.